Okay, I'm a 23-year-old young lady. I joined the church sometime last year, early last year. I settled down, I got my faith in that church. I also got baptized in that same church. Decided to change my life around and continue with life. I was the type where I was going out, drinking, having fun, do what I feel like until I got converted. During that time at church, I met with different persons. We had fun. We went out. We did certain stuff together. And this particular guy who became my friend, we never had anything personal going on. We used to speak, exchange texts daily until it started going to pictures. But the pictures that were sent from me were pictures I have on Facebook, which he selected and asked me to send for him. And he also sent his naked photos and stuff for me, which I put a stop to it. This guy was in a relationship with a good friend of mine, also in the church, which I always used to remind him and tell him about his girl, his wife, which he used to keep on telling me, oh, he's not married yet. It came to a point where he told me he liked me, and I told him that he cannot like me. And I told him if he continued, I'll tell his girlfriend. He told me that his fiance already know that we're speaking and she doesn't have a problem. I got a ride on him. It's like early December, around the 5th or the 6th of December. It was an evening. It was raining. I got a ride on him. He dropped me home. And I left a parcel which contained two sets of weaves, a lace front and a short weave. It's been almost 2 weeks I've been asking this guy to bring the stuff for me at church, because we go to the same church, or drop the parcel for me at work. He never did. He keep on telling me to come to town to take it, or come at his home and take it. I always tell him, well, okay, I will come and take it. Like 3 or 4 times I gave him stones. I never go to his house or anything, knowing that his girlfriend is my friend. I once texted and tell her that, certain men coming up to me and bribing me with stuff, which I was talking about her fiance. I told her I needed somebody to talk to. She said, okay, just give it to God and stuff. Had it not, she maybe came to me and speak to me, I'd have shown her what her husband wants to show her fiance, sorry, to text me and stuff, but she never did open up to me. So I left it as that. On the 29th of December, I decided to go and collect my stuff. In no intentions or bad mind, thinking that this guy would force himself on me. I mean, we got baptized on the same day. We go to the same church. We all are friendly. And I never thought this guy would have turned from a man to a beast on me. On the way to his house, he spoke to me well. He was very calm. In the house, he was very calm. Only to send me into a room to collect the stuff. When I got to the bedroom, that's when it happened. He grabbed me. He told me that he wanted to have sex. I told him, no, I do not want to have sex with him. I told him, how can you disrespect me like that? He told me that, oh, we sisters in Christ, I know I like you. Let's just have sex. I told him I'm not going to have sex with him. We started wrestling for a while. Being another asthmatic, I never really put up a fight with him or anything, or try to panic, begging him to stop, thinking that, looking at him in his eyes, that he would stop. He never did. He wrestled with me. He pinned me down on his bed and started to have intercourse with me. Not even having time to take off my panty, but he put it on the side. I kept on begging him and looking at him in his eye and telling him, stop, why are you doing that to me? Thinking that he would stop. He never did, until this guy actually spermed inside of me. Actually hitting me and telling me whine for him and stuff. I tell him, are you crazy? I tell him, you have no feelings. He keep telling me, looking at me, telling me, oh, we are in it together. You are my sister in Christ. And I was like, come on. It lasted around roughly maybe 4 to 5 minutes or less than that. I can't remember. After which, I didn't even spend like 5 to 10 minutes at his home. I got dressed and left his house. I immediately text my boyfriend and tell my boyfriend when he comes home I needed to speak to him. I also informed 3 officers about that. They told me to go down to VPT the Monday morning, but go to the hospital and get a sample. Go to the hospital to get the report done. And later, when I was about to do that, I called a friend of mine which I was close to. She spoke to me. She told me, hold on. She called a pastor and stuff, thinking that the pastor would have walked me into CID and helped me make the report and get this over with. He did not. They talked me out of it. They told me that they would speak to me, they would counsel me, they would talk to the guy and stuff. My head was full. I didn't know what to do from that. I trusted the pastor. I did as he said. After 3 days going on, they started eating me up. I started cutting up my skin with a razor blade, and I started to seek counseling. I called a past counselor of mine. She started to counsel me and stuff, and then I decided to make the report. I later found out I was pregnant, and then decided to really go on with that case. Decided to pick up that case because I couldn't stand this man getting away with it. He texts me and he tell me that no one would believe me. He told me that nobody in the church would even believe me. He could get his lawyer, he can defend himself. So I said to myself, well, okay, nothing beats a try. I wouldn't let him go with it. And only to find out that they took the case serious. They brought me to see the doctor, everything. And after a week, when they arrested him, his family now trying to offer me $10,000 to keep it quiet and also to take care of the baby, which I did not accept. I find it was an insult and it was disrespect for even the pastor to try to tell me, hurt the man's pockets and let him go free.
That's what the pastor said to you?
That's what the pastor said to me. Hurt his pocket instead.
And that's somebody who's supposed to be a follower of Christ.
Exactly. That's supposed to be a man of God.
And that's somebody you look up to.
I looked upon him because he changed, to be honest, he changed my life around. He helped me change my life around. He helped me think different, be humble and positive. But to tell somebody to hurt a man's pocket that violated my body, the man he went beyond his rights to, have sex with me. And the worst thing that they say that we had a relationship, we had something going on. But what I'm saying, whether or not I had a relationship with the guy or I did not, that doesn't, I'm 23 years of age, I can do what I please. That doesn't give a man a right to have sex with you if you do not want to have sex. Even if I was married to him and I said no, no means no. It doesn't give a man a right to have sex with a stripper or to just meet up with somebody, give them a right and just have sex with them. I find that's wrong and that's very disrespectful of men out there, most men out there. And to make it worse, for them to try to actually convince me of taking that money and putting it behind me. Like I told them, no amount of money would cover that pain that man brought to me. No amount of money will make me forget what he did to me. As far as I can see, they may be pissed at me, they may be upset because as far as I thought, they said they would counsel me. Not one have called me after that to ask me how am I doing or what's going on with me.
So what's about him? Did he ever contacted you after that?
No. The night on Sunday night, they came to me Saturday. They came to me on a Saturday to my workplace to offer me the money. I refused. They gave me this. They came to me again the Sunday. They tell me I only have the Monday to actually accept that money for him to walk free. I was like, I'm not going to do that. That is insulting. I'm not a prostitute. I wouldn't sell myself so low. $10,000 is not nothing, you understand? And no amount of money they pay me wouldn't actually cure or make me feel, you understand, better.
So basically you are taking a stand for the women of this country.
I am. Especially young women, young girls, which men think they can just have sex with or violate their body without their consent. It's very wrong. It's very painful.
kudos to you. I appreciate your courage, to be so open with me and to take that stand and to stop these perpetrators from continuing this negative vibe towards women, thinking that because a woman, you come to a guy's house, that he automatically supposed to have sex with you, or if he give you a ride, that you're supposed to open your legs for him. So I understood that you're pregnant now. Boy, that's a serious case, serious situation. You're pregnant now. What are your plans now with that baby? Are you gonna have
Well,
an abortion, or
I am not going to have an abortion for one.
so
I'm
you're
going
not
to
gonna have
keep this baby.
you're not gonna have an abortion because of your faith?
It's not because of my faith. It's just because it's wrong. I didn't call upon this to happen to
But you
me.
don't want to take a life.
I wouldn't want to take an innocent life away. To be honest, I may give it up to a
Adoption agency.
but I have no way in my mind to abort this child. In the beginning, I wanted to because of my health status. I'm asthmatic, and it's very difficult for me to breathe at times. I had complications with my first child during pregnancy. At first, I was thinking that I could lose.
So how many children do you have?
I only have one son, age of 4.
So a situation like this, I know it must be hard. It must be painful, real painful for you.
It's painful because there are so many different sides to this story. People are saying I had an affair with the guy. People are saying I used to sleep with him before that, or all sorts of stuff. What I am saying to the young girls out there, it doesn't matter who you with. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship for how many years. The moment you say no to the person, no means no. You understand? They need to understand that no means no. If you do not want to have sex, they cannot force you to have sex. The moment you force, the person force themselves on you, that is rape. You could be having sex with them and feel like you do not want to continue. You could tell them stop. The moment they continue, that is rape. And that's what a lot of them need to understand.
So what is the pastor saying? What is the pastor saying? Has he contacted you?
He has not contacted me. The last contact we had was the Monday morning, which they thought I would have signed the agreement to take the $10,000.
So he was part of the agreement signing?
I would say yes, he was part of it, because the Sunday night, they actually had me, after the church service, they actually had me in the church with 2 of the sisters.
His sisters?
The guy's sisters. They had me there, trying to tell me to take the money, you understand? Just hurt his pocket. Hurt that man's pocket back. How can you hurt somebody's pocket and your heart is being hurt? Your body has been violated. I told them that the only way I'm going to accept that agreement is if the guy spoke the truth, and he has been lying. One of the sisters made a call. The guy said that he would speak the truth only if I signed the agreement. It didn't take 5 minutes. They decided to go and pick up that guy at his destination, bringing him from BC to my location, where that we were together. But God is good. God prevented something. God prevented maybe the contacts of both of our lawyers being there to actually hear what he had to say. And they said to me, well, since they're not getting through the lawyers, because I asked that the truth need to come out in front of my lawyer, his lawyer, the pastor, and his sisters, to see where I am coming from. And then he decided, okay, he would say the truth only if I let it go, because his 2 children were pleading with the sisters to plead with me that I let them.
So he has kids?
He has kids. He has 2 sons. And they were telling me.
How old are his kids?
I'm not too sure. They were telling me and texting me how the kids are pleading with them to plead with me. They are begging me to not let their father go away, not let the police take their father. But when I was begging this man to stop, when I was begging this man to why is he doing that to me and stuff, all he could tell me that he liked me, and all he could tell me that oh, I'm his sister in Christ or whatnot. I mean, that is sick. How can somebody have sex with his sister in Christ?
But at the same time, the Bible saying do not fornicate.
Exactly.
So
You have your fiancé, which you said you love. You tell her you love. And when I speak to you, you're telling me that you're not married.
so you keep saying to him, you keep talking to him about his fiancé.
Yes, and he keep telling me he's not married. All which are in text messages on my phone. He kept telling me that he would buy me clothes, he would buy me stuff, you understand? What I want, he asked me what I wanted before. I told him, well, I wanted a tablet. He told me, well, okay, he's gonna give me that tablet. I told him what I'm paying when I'm only missing $300. He told me, okay. And then he said that he told me to come and take the money one night. I told him, well, I'm not going to take the money. I told him I'm not going to come at home. If I'm going to spread my legs for you for $300, you got to be kidding me. Point or I saying, like for example, if I wouldn't take $10,000 from this man to let a case go, it wouldn't be $300 I would lay my back down for, man. It wouldn't be $300. So no amount of money. The moment you do not want somebody, there is no way you'll actually want to accept anything from them.
Now, let me ask you something. Prior to you being a Christian, I'm converting to this religion. What type of person were you? Were you the bubbly type, the type who went out and behaved naughty?
I was very bubbly. I was very
hot.
I wouldn't say hot. I would say scorching. I would go out. I would dance. I'd go up on speakers. I would be ancillary, like mostly every Friday. I would do dances with my auntie, car washes.
But you wouldn't be. So basically, you were not like the promiscuous person, like sexually active, just running around with people.
I was not that type. But in words of dancing out there, doing what I feel like, I would do what I feel like, but also carry myself with respect when it comes to men.
Okay.
I wouldn't just let a man I would go out, drink, and then get myself in a situation where I would be unaware of what I'm going to do or what would take place.
So your boyfriend, see, I noticed when the incident occurred, the first person you went to was your boyfriend.
My boyfriend, the first person. He went down.
I'm impressed with you, you know, like you show me lots of courage as a woman.
He went down with me CID.
And lots of women would keep it away from the man, and you went to your man first, straight to your man. And what did he suggest?
He was pissed off at first, stressing.
Was he violent? He wanted to handle it violently, or he wanted to do it through the law?
He wanted to. He asked me about where this guy is staying and all stuff. I told him that he cannot take it into his own hands. I tell him, please let us go down to the police and let the law. He looked at me for a while. He sit there. I walked out on him, and then he called me back on my phone. He told me, well, let's go down to the police station. And which we did go down to the police station at the very same evening.
Wow.
And he's been there with me.
He's supporting you a lot.
He's supporting me all the way.
Kudos to him. And you being raped and being pregnant for another guy, he's still there with you.
He's still there with me. And in no doubt in his mind have he ever tell me to get rid of it.
Yeah, well, this guy, I have to respect him and give him all the strength.
He told me whatever is my decision, he will stand by it. He wouldn't tell me what.
So he leave it in your court?
Yes.
This is a good guy, great guy. Boy, I don't even know what to say. This is just a awkward situation. And boy, I wish you the best in this. I want the best to come out of it, you know. And you being so strong, man. Willing to take keep a baby from a rape and stuff like this. This is, jeez, I don't even know how to explain this. This is just out of this world. The type of stands you take. I've heard of other stories before, but nothing like this. And especially the church is involved. The church is involved, and the church is even involved in the corruption and in the bribe of accepting money and saying about hurting people's pockets. Empress, all I could say to you is be strong, Jah on your side, you know, and keep the good work and keep your faith. You know, Jah is great. Jah knows what's best for you. So bless. Sin?
Yeah.
Nice.